I see everything is destroyed. My city had attacked by ISIS in August 2014. ISIS burned the houses, destroyed and burned the churches. I feel sad, very sad. As you know, I am born here, so I have dreams here.
قتلوا قاموا هم قتلوا العالم بعدوا من العالم بايع العالم وما العالم ما بايعتهم وقتلوا العالم الدواعي قتلوا كان شرطي وقتلوا 15
I don't think there's enough words in the English language to describe the hell that these people had to live through. And as they try to flee the fighting, ISIS is targeting civilians, women, children. And they think that what it is, ISIS has booby-trapped homes and put bombs under something that looks like a computer or a coffee pot, and the person picks it up and it explodes in their face.
I see many injuries come from Mosul, and then they carry on to the hospital in Erbil, not here. There is not any hospital here.
Today, we are here setting up the hospital. Samaritan's Purse has brought this hospital here to save lives. This is going to be an emergency trauma hospital, 2 operating theaters, over 50 beds. And so we know and are trusting that God will use this hospital, these doctors, this team to save the lives of so many that have lost so much to ISIS.
We have roughly 180 pallets worth of goods that we're bringing over, 18 tents that we're setting up as a part of our hospital, as well as 42 other structures for housing, office space, latrines, showers.
We have the capabilities of taking care of injuries from IEDs, blast injuries, mortars, rockets, firearms.
We became nurses so that we could have a practical skill to bring with us to reach out to people, to go on missions, and the opportunity to go with Samaritan's Purse came up after lots of prayer. Yeah, one thing led to another, and here we are.
Most of our doctors and nurses, our pharmacists are now on the ground, some of the best in the world. And so it's a privilege to be able to meet them, to work with them, and just know that as desperate as the situation is right now in Mosul, that God has positioned us in this place for such a time as this to serve Him and to bring His light and truth into what is a very dark part of the world.
Take her in, take her in.
Do we know anything else? Do we have a name? Do we have anything else? Let's swap these out for some warm fluids, please. Might grab a bag of warm fluids, it's cold.
Just now we had a single ambulance that came in with a mother and her 2 daughters who were all involved in a massive car bomb on the outskirts of Mosul with terrible facial and neck lacerations. And behind me, they're all getting sewn up and repaired by our surgeons.
I personally thought that we would be seeing more military personnel, but so far that's not been the case. Unfortunately, we are seeing almost exclusively women and children.
This facility has an incredible staff of young men and women, doctors and nurses, that have come all across the United States who are living in very tight quarters, difficult conditions, in a war zone. We could not do this without them.
got a hole in the right side of the chest.
This is a wonderful opportunity to speak to people just with what we do. I feel like that they can see the love of Christ in me just by the things that I'm doing to help them.
There are needy people here who have suffered more than I can ever really understand and have seen more than their fair share of evil in the world. And to be able to be here and help is really just an honor.
This is a tragic situation, so please pray for the people of Iraq, and we need to pray that God will bring not only peace to this country, but healing into this country.